Tears and hugs, but also smiles are the order of the day as back-to-school fever hits the country. Education Department and government officials are out in full force to monitor the process. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga is visiting schools in Northwest and Gauteng. This forms part of the department's school readiness and back-to-school oversight program. Gauteng Premier David Makhura, together with MEC Lesufi and MEC for Infrastructure Development Jacob Mamabolo, will officially open the newly constructed Everest Primary School in New Clare, Johannesburg. Meanwhile, the Gauteng Department of Education is working tirelessly to ensure a smooth first day at school and how they will place the more than 28,000 pupils who have not got admissions yet. Basitsana Pora reports.
MEC of Education on Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, says his department is ready for 2018's first day of school. Despite the challenges faced by the department, Lesufi says this academic year will produce better results than the last year.
Schooling can resume tomorrow, and our educators are ready to welcome the new learners that are coming within the education system.
Lesufi says the biggest challenge they are facing is caused by parents not accepting their placement offers. He urged parents to respond so the department can place the pupils waiting on the placement lists.
Only major challenge, and it remains a huge challenge. We are now recalling everyone within the department to assist us to conclude on this matter. When we addressed you last week, we indicated that we've got 31,000 learners that needed to be placed. Of the 31,000 learners that needed to be placed, we only successfully placed 2,565.
The late applications and delayed response from parents is also putting pressure on the department's finances.
If we get new entrants or new people that come in January, 4,500, the number might increase. So it suggests that we had not made budgetary allocations for those people, and therefore it suggests that we would have to reprioritize the budget in the middle of, so that we can be able to place them until such time we can go back to a budget adjustment process.
Lesufi says they will be appealing the North Gauteng High Court's judgment on the Overval High School matter.
But let me put it categorically, I'm not challenging the judge, nor do I undermine the rule of law or the justice system. I really believe that another court can come at a different position, and as a constitutional state, we need to also express our views when we are not happy on matters related to the judiciary.
Despite the many challenges that the Gauteng Department of Education faced in 2017, MEC Panyaza Lesufi is positive that this year will be one of efficient teaching and learning and a lot of positive outcomes. For ANN7, Basitsana Pora in Johannesburg.
Parents of 55 English-speaking learners who were denied admission at Overval High School are likely to stage a protest outside the school today. Gauteng Education MEC Panyaza Lesufi said yesterday that he had received threats of the same since the public dispute between his office and Hoërskool Overval. On Monday, the North Gauteng High Court ruled against the department's instruction to admit the 55 pupils, citing a lack of capacity. The department is going to challenge the ruling as unfair and biased. Let's listen into what Lesufi had said yesterday.
What we have done in the interim, immediately after this press briefing, I'm meeting the 55 learners with their parents and representative of these 55 learners. We're going to give them options of where to take their children while we are still waiting for this legal process. And we are also, once more, calling upon them not to do things that will damage the credibility of the education system or the case itself. We are quite aware that there are other formations that wants to go to the school tomorrow with an intention of disrupting activities of that school. And that's the reason why I'm meeting with the representatives from that community so that I can be in a position to advise them to wait for the law to take its own course.
ANN7 reporter Noluthando Nkosi joins us live from Lyndhurst Primary School in Pinetown, KwaZulu-Natal. A very good morning to Noluthando. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, paint us a picture of what's taking place there at the Lyndhurst Primary School this morning.
Good morning to you in studio and good morning to the viewers at home. We're currently in Lyndhurst Primary, as you said, in New Germany, Pinetown, and we've seen streams of parents coming in. We've seen lots of little children dressed in oversized uniforms and shoes that are a bit too big. I'm looking forward to the first day back at school. People carrying huge amounts of stationery. We've seen a very, very jovial atmosphere overall. We've spoken to quite a few parents. They are happy about the standard at the school. They are also happy that their children are starting grade 1 and in some cases grade 7, which as the last year of primary school before the little ones go off to high school, which then begins really another chapter altogether. We also have seen some grade R's at the school as well. It's their first experience of big school, so to speak. They are also dressed in uniform, which is quite interesting as well because, as you know, when kids go to daycare, they don't wear uniforms. So these kids haven't really started big school per se, but they are already dressed in uniform. With me, however, right now, I've got Dr. S. Mudli, the principal of the school. She's just going to talk us through on school readiness, on the amount of new pupils that they're expecting, and above all, preparation. Dr. Mudli, how are you guys feeling as the staff at Lyndhurst, and have you had any communication with parents? How are parents feeling about today?
We are very, very excited about today. Well prepared for the morning and for the procedures this morning. And we've got like about 120 grade 1 learners that have registered our school and will be present this morning. We've got 60 grade R learners and around about 50 learners from grade 4 to 7 new enrollments at our school. Teachers are well prepared and ready and expecting the learners. They're already in the classroom with the learners.
How many learners do you have in the school overall?
We have about 840 learners altogether, which includes our grade R learners.
Okay, and for the grade 1s and for the grade Rs, will the curriculum kick off today or will you give them time to ease into the new environment?
They will ease into the new environment from around 8 o'clock to 8:30, and the curriculum kicks in around 8:30. So we're ready and waiting for them.
Well, there you have it from Lyndhurst Primary School. We're going to talk a bit more to parents on just how they're feeling, and we're going to give you that information shortly. Back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much, Noluthando. You know, when you mentioned that you noticed some students who were wearing oversized uniform, I remember that there's a saying that when you're much younger in primary school, you get bought a bigger uniform because you're going to grow into it. And I guess with the price of uniforms, you know, it must be something that the parents are actually thinking about in the back of their heads. Have you had a chance to maybe speak to some of these learners who are in grade R or who are in grade 1 who are actually coming to big school, so to say, for the first time?
Yes, we've spoken to a few grade 1 learners. A few of them were in grade R here, so they already have a few friends. However, the one that we did speak to who came from a different preschool altogether was a bit nervous about making new friends. But as we heard the principal say, they will be given time to ease into the environment, and hopefully by the time first break strikes, which is about 10 o'clock, they would have made a few friends already.
Well, thank you so much to our reporter there, Noluthando Nkosi, coming to us live from Lyndhurst Primary School in Pinetown, New Germany, as she says, in KwaZulu-Natal. We move now to our reporter, Nobesuthu Hejana, who joins us live from Thuto ke Matla Comprehensive School in Tembisa. A very good morning to you, Noluthando. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, the name of that school, Thuto ke Matla, something to do with education being powerful. Well, tell us about the atmosphere at that school and whether the first bell for the morning has actually rung.
A very good morning to you, Kia, and the viewers at home. Indeed, we are in Thuto ke Matla Comprehensive Secondary School here in Tembisa. Now, earlier there were kids who were running in, but I see some are still coming in inside the school because we know in a few minutes' time assembly will start. But I did manage to speak to few pupils around the school, 3 of them being who are now going to matric. They're saying that they're very excited and they will do do in whatever in their power to ensure that they pass and they get good results. Some, or rather one was saying that she wants to study business accounting so that she can help her family business. And I also spoke to one student who was doing grade 8 last year. He's saying that he's also very excited that he's going to grade 9 and he will study his books. Just to give you an idea, there are some kids who are coming inside the school regardless of the bell that was rang before, and we see few kids coming in. There is a already tight security presence, because we know that the mayor, Mr. Masina, will be coming to the school, as well as the MEC whose car has just arrived, MEC Lebohang Maile, who will be visiting the school. The kids are very happy to be in school, and it definitely shows that it will be a very fun and a day full of activities today.
Thank you so much, Nobesuthu. We'll catch up later on with you this morning when, as you said, the official visits actually begin, and those students are addressed by the authorities who are coming representing the Department of Education there. As Nobesuthu Hejana coming to us live from Thuto Ke Matla Comprehensive Secondary School in Tembisa.